All right, Marty's back once again to talk about this game. So Sidney gets to 1,600 career points.
Yeah.
Geno Malkin gets to career goal number 500. But I guess my question for you, Marty, is, like, are milestones all we have with these guys now for the next few years as their careers wind down? Like, do you feel like Pittsburgh can truly be a competitive team at this point?
I don't feel like the Pittsburgh Penguins are going to be a competitive team. I don't think they're a playoff team. Maybe they're a 500 hockey team, and you've got some good moments this year with Pittsburgh. You got some not so good moments, but I'll tell you, the way that Crosby and Malkin played against the Sabres on Wednesday night, that's what you want to see. The desperation, the attack mentality, the skill set, the behind-the-back passes. It was a sight, right? And the fact that the Sabres took a 3-1 lead, you needed Malkin and Crosby to take over the game, and they did. Are they going to be able to do it over 82 games in the season as often as they'd like? I don't think so. But it was definitely fun to watch, and it gave me some little bit of nightmares, flashbacks as to when Crosby would score and Malkin would score, and I'd be in Pittsburgh and it'd be like, Crosby, 300 NHL point, 500 NHL point. I'm like, he's getting to 1,600. That's amazing, but I was the victim of many of those for Geno and Sid.
And, I mean, unfortunately, your Sabres, the victim on Wednesday night, and you're a Sabres broadcaster. You follow this team as close as anyone. Listen, you know it as well as I do. Tough start to the season when you got to go to Prague to open for a couple of games and then come back. But that aside, 1-3-1 to start the season. What are you seeing from this Buffalo team, Marty? A team that a lot of people thought might make a jump this year.
So 1-1-1 since returning, and it really should be 2-1. They should have won the game in Pittsburgh, but you get a point and you move on. The thing that I'm looking at for the Buffalo Sabres is, are you going to be able to get your identity of scoring goals again, like you did 2 years ago with Thompson and Tuck and Cousins and, Peterka now healthy? Can he get back to where he was last year? And the answer in Pittsburgh was yes. They scored 5 goals, and it was those guys. It was Thompson. It was Peterka. That's who you want to lead your team offensively. Now, Lindy Ruff's coaching staff, and something that I remember playing for Lindy Ruff, is going to really focus on how can we defend now. We know that we have the ability to score, but how can we defend? Who can we rely upon to lock down a game late in the third period, or to be able to get some good shift defensively when you're up by 2 halfway into the game? And I think that's the question mark right now. I don't know that he's found that. He's still analyzing the team. We'll see if he finds an answer in the first month of the season. It's still very early for the Sabres as well.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. Marty's going to be back one last time later in the show to help us answer a very important question. That's called a tease.